We're taking a closer look at the Leki Micro Vario TI Lady trekking poles. This is a perfect option for someone who's looking for an extremely collapsible, lightweight pole that has all the features of a fully featured trekking pole, all in one condensed unit. This pole is made out of aluminum construction, and so you've got a lot of durability there, and we're going to touch on all of the points that make this pole really great. I've got the pole collapsed down just to see the pack size and how small that gets. Easy to throw in a backpack when you're not using it, or to put in your luggage when you're traveling. First thing I want to talk about is setup. So this isn't a typical telescoping trekking pole where each of the sections telescope into each other. They are truly collapsible. So there's a very durable cord that runs the length of the pole that connects the sections together. The actual trekking pole shafts remind me of a tent pole where each of the segments fit inside of one another. So right now I have all the segments together, but I have a next step is just to pull this top section away from the handle until you hear a positive click. This is going to make the cord inside the trekking pole rigid, and it's going to give a lot of stability to your pole. So once I pull on this section, you'll hear that click, and that's a little button on the inside exposing itself. So there it is. So I've got the pole set up. It's really secure. I can't pull the sections apart anymore. So you've got just a really durable setup there. The next thing you can do is you do have a Leki speed lock here on the top of the pole, and basically to open it, you just open it with your thumb. Really easy adjustment there. This lady's pole does adjust from 100 centimeters up to 120 centimeters. So you have a large range of adjustability. You know, you can really dial in the fit here. You can adjust it on the go with this speed lock, and it's definitely more adjustability than I've seen in other trekking poles of this style. So a really great feature there. Once you've adjusted it to the proper height that you want to hike with, you just close that up and you're ready to go. You've got Leki's Ergon grips with this pole, so a really good quality ergonomic handle that you don't see on a lot of lightweight poles of this design. It's also a foam grip, so a couple things I love about foam. It's soft, it feels nice in your hands, but if you're sweating, perspiring, it wicks really well, and it also works really well in cold weather. It doesn't freeze up, and you don't feel the cold through the foam there. You have an extended grip as well, so you can grab the pole at different heights. If you're traveling on different terrain or hiking on different terrain, you can make adjustments there without having to adjust the pole. And then on the top of the pole, you have a nice egg-shaped top, which has a nice grip on it if you're palming the top of the pole, going downhill, or using it in that way. The strap is really soft. It's a nice durable woven strap, but also very lightweight and feels soft on your hands. You can adjust it really easily just by pulling up on that, adjusting it to be longer or shorter. And once you have it adjusted, you just pull back down on the top. It's adjusted, and then you can take that pressure off of your wrists. Moving down the pole, again, you have durable aluminum construction in the segments of the pole. And at the tip end, you have Leki's carbide flex tips. At the very end, you have that carbide end that comes into contact with the ground, and that's very durable, but this is a replaceable part. So, you know, after years of use, if you do need to replace this tip end, you can get replacements for it. And also, in the unlikely event that your pole would get stuck between rocks, or you would put it into a position that could cause serious damage to the pole, this end is meant to break away first. So it's a lot easier to replace the tip than it is to replace the entire pole. With that tip, you do have just a standard basket, a small basket there, just to give flotation in mud, but also to protect the rest of the pole. You can replace this, so it screws off. You can replace it with a snow basket or a bigger basket if you choose. So when you want to collapse the pole down and store it away, a couple easy steps. First thing I would do is just open that speed lock, collapse the top down first, close that up, and that little button there, sometimes what I do is like pull the sections apart just a little bit to get clearance on the button, push that down first, and as you can see, it's already collapsing itself. Just separate the pieces, and you have a really nice compact trekking pole. It does come with a stuff sack, really lightweight. I've got it here in my pocket. And this is really convenient for traveling or just protecting the pole or just storing it at home. So stuff it down into that stuff sack, and you're ready to go. All in all, you've got fully featured, extremely reliable Leki construction, extremely collapsible poles, a lightweight design, and they're perfect for all types of backcountry use. It is the Leki Micro Vario TI Lady trekking poles.